How long's 20, Dad? My kids love this game. 20 what, kiddos? Minutes, seconds, days, hours? 20 minutes, Dad. Is that long? So how do you explain the concept of time to preschoolers? Simple. I just tell them it's just about the time it takes to finish one episode of their beloved Paw Patrol. Instant comprehension right there. That's the power of context. Welcome to another episode of Data Decoded. Today, we're playing the role of a parent explaining the evolution of vehicle safety scoring. Buckle up. Remember back in the day when safety scores were the one-stop solution to all safety issues? It's sort of like asking, how long is 20? Without saying whether it's minutes, hours, or something else. The context is missing. Safety scores used to be a cocktail of 20% harsh braking, 30% hard acceleration, 30% speeding, 10% hard cornering, and a splash of 10% seatbelt use. Mix all of them up and voila, you've got a score of 80 out of 100. Now you're strutting with that 80, feeling pretty good about your driving, but hold on. What if the rest of the pack is clocking a smooth 95? Your score is not so hot now, is it? That's the thing with bare scores. They're a start, but the real power is in the missing context, that Paw Patrol context. Let's shift gears. Imagine a future where instead of getting a score, I can tell you exactly which driver might be in a collision tomorrow. Sounds like science fiction? You're not wrong. We're not quite there yet, but our AI is getting sharper. It's been honed to predict your collision odds for your next 100,000 miles on the road. We're talking about insights far more nuanced than a mere 80 out of 100. The key to this treasure? Context. That's what. Our AI is learning to read not just the what, but the why and the when of your driving. It's all about the bigger picture. Here's the deal. We crunch vast amounts of fleet data from numerous drivers. Then we match drivers who operate like you do. That's how we're able to figure out your true risk and see where you stack up against the best. But there's a catch. To get this right, we need to understand what a collision really is. We're not just counting the big bangs, we're also looking at those minor bumps in the parking lot. Think that's trivial? Think again. Our AI has learned to differentiate the severity of collisions and false alarms from things like a dangling or jostled telematics device. We're fine-tuning for truth, eliminating guesswork. That's the level of detail we're playing at. Identifying what a collision is just step one. We then have to actually build an AI model to calculate the odds of a collision. We're no longer just looking at raw metrics like harsh cornering, braking, speeding, and the like as inputs into this model. We dig deeper into the context behind each event. Accelerating to merge on a highway? Not necessarily reckless. Driving at a speed limit into a blinding sunset? Not always safe. But this model isn't a one-trick pony. It bundles all these nuanced insights into contextual clues to predict collision risk. But it doesn't stop there. It also unravels the why behind the risk, empowering drivers with tailored coaching to elevate their game. That's the value we're bringing to the table. So, when it comes to measuring driver risk, what hits harder? I got 80 out of 100? Or I have a 5% chance of collision in the next 100,000 miles compared to similar drivers at 2% risk, mainly due to my love for speed. So as we wave goodbye to fuzzy safety scores and embrace the clarity of scientifically backed predictive models, let's all aspire to be less like the wide-eyed preschooler puzzling over how long is 20, and more like the enlightened individual grasping the value of context. Strap in, folks, we're shifting gears in safety metrics. So I ask you, in this brave new world, what's your data done for you?